Hey everybody, how's it going? Like Butter here, and today I got a Gears of War Ultimate Edition gameplay for you. We're going to be doing a live commentary, and this is One Shot, One Kill. I believe One Shot, One Kill is only up for another day. I don't know, it's not down yet, so I'm going to take advantage of this moment and be able to get in some matches, hopefully, before it goes down. But I had something specifically that I wanted to talk about today, and that's why my videos haven't been as consistent lately. And I want to talk about something else that just kind of bothered me a little bit, but at the same time, I can understand where those comments came from, and I want to explain it a little bit better to you guys. Now, as most of you know, The Division came out last Tuesday, which has been a game that I've been waiting for since 2012 when they announced it at E3, because back then we were playing DayZ, and it seemed like a very DayZ-ish game. It seemed like Ubisoft's version of an open world zombie survival game, which obviously is not a zombie game at all, but at first when they showed it, it seemed like it could have been that, and that's why initially we got so excited for it. And then eventually, you know, down the line we noticed and learned that it was more of a MMO, you know, RPG style game, which is fine because I like those a lot as well. I was a little skeptical about certain things because obviously, you know, I didn't like Destiny too much because it lacked a lot of content and it got repetitive, and I got bored after hitting level 26, and I felt like the game lacked a lot of content. And The Division has a lot of similarities to Destiny, the way, just the way like loot is set up and how it's like a looter shooter and that kind of thing. And I want to talk about like these comments that I was getting on my Division video. Which bothered, I wouldn't say bothered me a lot, bothered me a little bit. Oh, I'm getting melee, dude. Okay. Well then. Alright, I'm gonna turn the sound down a little bit. Well, never mind. It's all on once. It's still so loud. So I was getting comments saying, Drew, you always hype up new games. And then, you know, weeks later, dude, oh my god, the melees. And then people were saying, well, weeks later you make a video talking about, you know, how you don't play the game anymore and why you don't like it and this and that, and saying that I honeymoon, you know, stage games too much. And I want to explain to you why that happens, okay? I'm a full-time YouTuber and streamer. This is my full-time job. I make a living off of playing video games, and new video games are very, very important to streamers and YouTubers because a lot of people are searching it on YouTube, and people are looking for streams to watch, and it's a way to get yourself out to not only a bigger audience, but to play something new and to enjoy yourself. And that's why YouTubers and streamers like hype games up, because they're enjoying it, it's a new thing, and it's just like anything else. Like, it's something new, and that's just what I do as a YouTuber and as an entertainer. It's my job to, you know, play new games and enjoy myself. You know, if there's a game that I'm not enjoying, I'll tell you guys straight up, you know, I don't enjoy this. And sometimes, unfortunately, games lose content over time. Like, for example, a lot of people bring up Battlefront, which I understand. I hype the shit up out, like hype the absolute shit out of Battlefront, and I know that. And I know some of you guys bought Battlefront and then got burnt out. But you got to realize sometimes my perspective is going to be a little bit different, because I was enjoying it because it was nostalgic for me. I was such a big Star Wars fan, and you know, it was keeping me busy with doing live streams and YouTube videos, because that was like my entertainment. My entertainment was not only playing Battlefront, but also being able to talk to my stream and talk to, you know, look through my comments and that kind of stuff. And some people don't have that. So they sit there and they play the game and they grind it, and then they're bored in, like, you know, a week or two, because the Battlefront, there's no doubt about it, one of the most gorgeous and most ridiculous looking games I've ever seen. Like, unbelievably beautiful. They did such a good job of making it feel like a real Star Wars game, but the game just had nothing in it. And it took a while for me to start to get bored, you know, hitting max level, not being able to unlock any more characters, and then having nothing else to do. Whereas The Division isn't like that. I hit level 30 on The Division, and okay, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't think See, I gotta be careful when I say this because I don't want to say something that's not true, but I don't think there has been a game that I've been this addicted to in, I'd say, the last, since SOCOM 2. SOCOM 2, I was the most addicted to out of any video game I've ever played my entire life. I would think about SOCOM 2 all the time. I would think about it at school. I would think about it when I came home. And the same thing with Gears of War 1 was very similar. I was always thinking about Gears of War 1. And since Gears of War 1, you know, League of Legends, I went through a period like for a year and a half where I was like obsessed with League of Legends, but I am so addicted to the Division. It actually scares me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, the game is so unbelievably fun. It's so fun to like kill AI and go into the dark zone and go rogue and fight other players, and I'll leave that for another video because I feel like the rogue system is like very flawed. But just like playing co-op with friends and you know, running the streets of New York and farming you know, mobs to get better weapons and get better loot, and it's just a social looter shooter open world game, and it's so fun to me. And I just enjoy it so much. Like, I have over 60 hours, I think, in the PC version, and then I have like 8 hours in the Xbox One version. And I'm enjoying the game a lot. Now, will I stay entertained with the game forever? I don't know. I mean, that's up to Ubisoft to decide if they're going to continuously update the game, if they feel like the game is successful enough that they're going to put time and effort into making free content and constant updates so that the game stays fresh. Because in MMORPG style games, that's what needs to happen. There needs to be constant updates and changes and more loot and more stats and like constantly needs to be updated. And so far they're doing a really good job with that. You know, they're fixing some weapons. We got I forget what they're called. I can't think of it right now, but basically their version of raids are going to be coming out next month, I think. So like, there's so many things, and then like challenge mode and going for gold weapons and gold items and upping your stats is just so fun for me. And I've been so addicted to the Division, so that's partially the reason I haven't been posting. I've been like kind of slacking on YouTube and stuff because like all I've wanted to do is play the Division nonstop. And so I've been streaming a lot and doing that kind of thing, but I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna post some Division videos for you guys, so hopefully, you know, you guys can get in on the action. And I really think you guys should give the Division a chance, at least give it a look, you know. If you don't know what the Division is, it's like I said, it's a third-person cover-based shooter, much like Gears of War, like you're watching here. But it has open-world MMO, you know, RPG aspects to the game, where you can go into what's called the Dark Zone. It's like the PvP area where you can run around and loot, and you're basically putting your loot that you have on you at risk. You know, you can get killed to another player and lose your gear, and you can extract your gear, and you can like level stuff up, and you can mod weapons, and you can mod you know, gear to make the stats go up, and it's just a really good time to play with friends and to just grind. It's one of those grinding games that I really enjoy playing. So that's why I just wanted to explain to you guys why YouTubers and streamers hype games up and sometimes overhype games. And I make mistakes, I know, like games like Battlefront. I still think Battlefront's a good game, you know. I'm frustrated with the way EA is going about it and the way that, you know, they're passing off recycled maps as more content when clearly it's not any more content at all. That frustrates me. I still think Battlefront's fun. If you enjoy Battlefront, there's nothing wrong with that. But it's definitely not the game that I made it out to be. And it happens, you know. As a YouTuber and streamer, people who promote games tend to make mistakes sometimes, and I feel like that was a mistake. And I don't want people to think that I'm always like on the hype train. Like, you know, we got the hype train going for Gears 4, and you're seeing a lot. Ooh, that was nice. You're seeing a lot of people hype it up because people are excited for it. People think the game's gonna be good. Like, we're gonna have to wait and see I kind of went off this game. We're gonna have to wait and see if it is good. There's a lot of things that they're changing, or not so much changing, but it almost seems like what they're doing is they're taking features from Gears of War 3 and kind of putting their own twist on it to try to make everyone happy. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen the news about the mantle kick coming back. The mantle kick's coming back in Gears of War 4, but it's reworked. It's different. It's not called a mantle kick anymore. It's called a vault kick, I believe, where you're gonna be able to hop over cover and kick somebody and stun them, but it's only gonna work for the people who are on the attacking end. So it's not like on checkout where someone's like, you know, sitting behind a desk and you push them and go to kill them and then they, you know, kick you over cover and stupid things like that. So that might be cool. We gotta wait and see. You can't really jump to conclusions until, you know, it gets released and we have a chance to play it in the beta. But anyways, thanks for watching this video. Thanks for hearing my rant. Hopefully you guys understand what I meant if I got this across. And if it didn't, part of that could be, you know, me not being there fully because I stayed up all night playing the Division, like I said. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below what you think about that. Like, do you think I should be a little bit more careful about how I talk about games when they come out, or what? Because I don't want to upset people. I don't want to get people mad and think that I'm always hyping games up, and then, you know, weeks later I say that the game's not fun anymore. I don't want to be, you know, that person that you can't kind of go to see if you want to buy a game or not. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop that video a like, leave me a comment, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Take care, everybody.